SMT Nation, we back. Nation, I came across this brand new tower construction. Very exciting. I did some homework on it, found the permits, found the building construction uh, specs and everything. And this is a huge network problem in this location, but now it's going to be fixed. Well, at least for some networks, not all. If you guys want to follow me and support me on Patreon and through the YouTube memberships, I posted all these images and offered a description of what's going on here ahead of time, sharing that with those communities. If you guys want to be a part of that, you could do that. The links are in the description. Please do like and share this video. Subscribe if you're new here, and turn on the bell notification icon to never miss an upload from the SMT. All right, folks, this is a tower site that is being constructed by a company literally called Tower Company, LLC. Still in the air. It's been up there since I think November, the end of last year. And it was just the steel was there erected, and that was it. I drive by occasionally, but it's been a while, and I just drove by the other day, and I saw that there were two new pieces of hardware that were installed. So you guys will see it's on a private property. I couldn't really produce a video. I walked up to the site, was snooping around, taking some photos, and then I saw that it said private property, no trespassing, so I had to leave. I quickly took a couple shots. Anyways, here's the site. This is a tall one, guys. It's about 250 feet, I would say. Pretty standard for, like a rural type of site. You don't typically see these types of macros this tall in cities, right? Due to height constraints and other limitations. But this site's going to be doing some heavy lifting within this residential area. Have to get the steel higher than the tree line or to make this meaningful. But to kind of show you guys what's going on here, being that it's on this property, it definitely is a pretty solid location for the tower to be. I will show you first what's new, and that's the generator. That was not there a few months ago. So this generator, diesel generator, and it's got a sticker on it, and then it's got AT&T's branding. All right, so AT&T is definitely going on this tower site, for sure. And actually, I'm going to show you guys another site here, or another piece of hardware. As you guys see, it says diesel fuel, and then it's got the exhaust pipe. Here is the shelter where they're probably going to put, the baseband and whatever other hardware has to go in there, the routers, and I don't know, possibly I have seen, it's kind of small, so I don't think there's going to be any radios in there, but I have seen FirstNet radios put into shelters for AT&T, but I doubt it. I think they'll put it up on the site. All right, so that's the hardware that's there now, and I want to show you this location. So it's all residential. There's no business. It's not commercial. Brand new home constructions, and then recent home constructions. So like this neighborhood, for example, it's been built for a few years. So is this one. These are pretty affluent neighborhoods. Here's some brand new constructions over the course of last 1 or 2 years. Like some of these homes were built last year. Here's another look at another home on this part of the street. And then here's a few more. I think these neighborhoods are only like a year old, maybe 2 years old. So the reason I wanted to share this with you guys and show you is, you get these new constructions, you get these new neighborhoods, and they need cell coverage. And this particular area is so weak. So weak to the point where no carrier is actually good. So here are some numbers as I was doing some speed testing while I was in this particular location. AT&T in this location, a few megabits down, less than 1 megabit up. Verizon, like 1 megabit down, half a megabit up. T-Mobile, 5 megabits down, 0 megabits up. There is very weak signal here. In fact, I was on a video call with my friend Nikki. Shout out to Nikki T. And the call dropped. The voice calls barely hang on. Texting is gonna work, but the music will stop playing. It'll buffer. Your connection is very, very weak here. All right, so I did some digging. There are 2 carriers planned on building here. It is AT&T, because the shelter and the power, Verizon, I guess, is going to be putting up a site here at the end of this year or early next year. So that's great for them. The only carrier I can't confirm is going on there is T-Mobile. So and T-Mobile is co-located on the neighboring cell with AT&T, and then Verizon's just around the corner, like, an eighth of a mile away from that site. So they all need this site to make their networks better. So we have two networks that are going to be noticeably better for sure here. The wild card is whether or not T-Mobile gets gear up here if they're interested in that. I'm really intrigued by this build. This really is going to fix some issues, and I guess they could all monetize their 5G home internet if they wanted to. I'm not sure about who offers service here. Typically, it's AT&T Fiber. Typically, it's Spectrum. I think Cox is out here too. So maybe one or both of those wireline guys. I'm not sure. But I will be following up as they do the construction, hanging radios and antennas. I'll be looking to see for AT&T if this is going to be an Ericsson build. It should be, right? Ericsson instead of the Nokia with that conversion. But this will be a new construction. Interested to see what Verizon puts up there. I'm anticipating CBRS and C-band. And then with T-Mobile, if they decide to put up theirs, we'll be monitoring that. Whether or not it gets a multi-gig circuit, whether or not they start to put up C-band and DoD. They have licenses for C-band here. I don't think they have DoD, and maybe if Dish decides to co-locate, I don't know. We'll see. So a lot to monitor here. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully you guys join us on this journey as we track all these new tower builds, and these networks get better and better all the time. Who's building in your market? Who's building in your neck of the woods? Who's building new sites? I know a lot is made about AT&T not doing anything, but clearly here they are doing some good stuff. Anyways, sound off in the comment section below. Tell the voice of the people, the SMT Nation. Let your voice be heard.